Hey everyone, it's Greg again, Couple Spirits. It is Monday, September 18th, and I'm playing Cheeseburger in Paradise in the background by the great Jimmy Buffett because today is National Cheeseburger Day. So I hope you're having one or will have. Think of me when you do. What do you like on your cheeseburger? Lettuce, tomato, a little bit of onion on there, pickle, got a pickle on. There's Bud. Bud, today's cheeseburger day. Hello, Bud. There he is, the big guy himself. Well, a couple things to talk about today. Still recuperating from the broken rib, but feeling better. Feeling better. I think it's healing, and I think I'll be back to myself pretty soon. Which is that a good thing? I don't know. But anyway, a couple things I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, they keep mentioning this guy, this Calvacati guy, this escapee who escaped. In case you're not from around here, there was this guy who escaped from the local prison and he was on the run for like, what, 2 weeks to something like that on the land. And they finally caught him, took him to jail, where he belongs. But said tomato, trying to potatoes. But they keep mentioning this guy on the news all the time. Like, who cares? Like, you caught him already. Let him sit in jail. Don't, what are you, you're making him into this folk hero. Although I was kind of, how should I say? He's a convicted killer. You don't want to give him praise, but it was pretty extraordinary how he stayed out on the land and baffled the police for 2 weeks. But on every newscast now, they're saying Calvacati this, Calvacati that. Today he had lunch. Today he read the newspaper. Today this, today that. Calvacati. They had like a film yesterday of his infrared, how the cops caught him. They showed this like black and white thing of the Calvacati coming up on the infrared thing. And like, who cares? Stop with the Calvacati already. Jesus, let them let them sit in jail, right? Hey, my Eagles, there they are. They're playing. They're not playing until next Monday night. And they're 2-0. They'll be playing the 2-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers down in Tampa next Monday night. And we'll hope the Eagles go 3-0. And then, Lord willing, the next home game, they're coming home to play Washington, whatever they're called now, the commies or whatever. And Lord willing, I'll be there. So we'll see what happens. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, do you have it now? First of all, on this show, Unbreakable, we've talked about the 80s a lot because the 80s are my favorite decade. I love the 80s. It's when I was in college, when I had a girlfriend for the first time, when a lot of things happened back in the 80s. I love the music. I love the TV, the music, the movies. The 80s were my decade. But and there's a big 80s revival now. And things are like 80s are craze. Uh, the 80s are coming back. Hopefully not in fashion, though. But here's the thing. I saw on the news yesterday, one of the big things about the 80s, of course, were VHS tapes. Because people had VHS players back then. CDs didn't exist, let alone Blu-ray. Uh, that stuff it didn't exist. So VHS tapes were the best things we had, like cassette tapes, for music. Anyway, a lot of people probably got rid of their VHS tapes because there's no VHS players anymore to play the damn tapes on, right? Guess what? If you have any VHS tapes at home, look and see. They are worth money, baby. They are selling like 80s movies, like The Goonies. If you ever go on VHS tape or any Disney movie like Dumbo, Cinderella, anything like that, if you have a movie on VHS tape and it's in good condition, they're selling on eBay for as much as $35,000 a piece. Thousand, not hundred, not $35, $35,000 a piece. So I'm telling you, look through your cellar, look through your attic, look through your boxes of whatever. VHS tapes, if you have one, put it up for sale if you need money. Go to eBay and see how much they're worth, okay? I'm just telling you, we're looking for ours. I had a bunch. I remember them so well. I used to tape my own stuff. I remember I taped, when we went from the one century to the other, the millennial, the year 2000, I had that whole thing taped New Year's Eve. Peter Jennings, remember Peter Jennings on ABC? He hosted like a program. It was on for like 12 freaking hours. Like the millennial changing from everywhere in the world. I had the whole thing taped. Honest to God. I used to make my own tapes on VHS. But I had a lot of movies there too, So you got to look through my box of stuff and see if I kept any. Like I said, I know people who had VHS tapes, but they got rid of them because they figured, what good are they anymore? You can't play them, you can't use them. Little did we know. I wish life would like say to people, keep this stuff. Oh my God. So much stuff when I was a kid. G.I. Joes, different stuff like that are worth money now. But not even that long ago. The 80s were, well, they were 40 years ago. It's hard to believe. But 80s stuff, oh my God, I had tons of that shit. And who knew? So maybe you want to look around now, like save a lot of stuff you got now, the year 2023. In 40 years, you may not be around, but it may be worth money for your grandchildren or whatever, right? Whatever. So look through your VHS tapes. And I'm going to go and I'm going to watch the Phillies tonight. They're playing the Atlanta Braves down in Atlanta again. Hopefully they're going to win. Look through your VHS tapes, see if you have any, and get a cheeseburger and celebrate today. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching.